Hi guys, today we're gonna put the iconic Neutrogena Hydra Boost Supercharged Booster Serum, that is a mouthful, to the test for one entire week and see what happens to my skin. Now I have already tried the Hydra Boost Water Gel Cream and I honestly liked it, and also the reviews for this seem to be all 5 stars, so honestly I really want to try this out. Now Neutrogena claims to use hyaluronic acid to provide 24 hours of pure hydration to your skin, and on top of that, these little white bubbles that you can see in this serum are supposed to be filled with vitamin E, which vitamin E is a great antioxidant. Therefore, not only is it going to brighten up your complexion and skin and also reduce fine lines and wrinkles and reduce redness in your skin, maybe caused by rosacea or acne, but on top of that, it's also going to protect you from free radicals in the air, which we know cause aging. So honestly, all of this really sounds amazing, but now the question truly is, does this really work? So this is where I come in, because I'm going to put this bad boy to the test, and don't you worry, I will take you guys with me. So without further ado, let's start, shall we? Okay, you guys, so I want to show you what my skin looks like to begin with. I know that you can't tell right now, but you're gonna just have to trust me. My skin is feeling a little bit dry. I have already essenced and toned. That is why I'm looking a bit shiny. But anyways, I'm gonna use this in my morning skincare routine just because I like to use my antioxidants in the morning. And also, I have never used a vitamin E in my skincare routine, so that will be interesting to see how that goes and what it makes my skin look like. So it's very liquidy, as you can see. It feels very nice to apply on the skin, and it also is very spreadable. What does it smell like? It honestly smells just like the Hydra Boost Water Gel Cream, so it has kind of like that Chinese pond and Japanese lake kind of smell, like very beachy. Anyways, you guys, this is all applied. First impressions, I have to say, I quite like it. I mean, it doesn't sting on the skin. It is very nice feeling and looking and also smelling. Girl, I want to see the extent of how much it truly hydrates my skin. Also, I'm very curious to see what the vitamin E in this does to my skin. Maybe it brightens it up. And by the way, guys, don't go, because I will give you updates throughout the day to see how this performs, so definitely keep on watching and stay tuned for that. Guys, so it's 3 hours since I've last applied the serum. This is what my skin is looking like right now. As you can see, it's very glowy and moisturized. I mean, I have applied a moisturizer on top, as you do, but I just want to say my skin feels just very plump. I mean, just look at the lips. I do have a little bit of, lip filler, but still, they're looking a lot plumper than usual. But anyways, my skin also feels tighter and just very nourished and soothed. I am definitely liking it as of now. I feel like this will probably run me another 2 hours, since 3 hours and it's still so moisturized. So I mean, you guys, I feel like it's kind of approved the day test. However, we have to see how this holds up throughout the week, because we don't know. Hi guys, so it's day 2 now. To be honest, I really loved the first day and the first try, but now we actually have to read the ingredient list to see if the serum is actually worth, or if there are any ingredients that might be actually bad for our skin. So let's see and let's judge. So the first ingredient I see after water is propylene. So basically, this is an emollient. So what it's going to do is going to soften and soothe your skin. So it's really nice. It's moisturizing. Then there's glycerin. This is basically contained in all skincare products at this point. And this is just a humectant, where it's going to, again, moisturize and hydrate your skin. Then there's propylene glycol. Okay, you guys, so do you remember the tip that I taught you? Basically, whenever you see GLY in every skincare ingredient, apart from glycolic acid, because that's an acid and it's an AHA. Apart from that, every other thing containing GLY is going to be a humectant, therefore it's going to moisturize and hydrate your skin. Then there is, and I had to look this up because I didn't know what it was, is Chondrus cereus extract. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but what the hell? And this is basically an Irish moth, and it's supposed to contain a lot of vitamins and minerals that are really good for your skin, so it's definitely really nice. I mean, never heard of it, but sure, honey. Then there is arginine, and this one is supposed to be anti-aging, therefore it's going to help you fight with fine lines and wrinkles. On top of that, it's going to give you sun protection, therefore protect your collagen and elastin and keep your skin just looking youthful forever. And also, I believe that The Ordinary specifically has a serum just containing arginine. I'm not sure though, and I've never tried it. That would be nice to try. Then you guys, I see niacinamide, which, if you know me, you know it's one of my favorite all-time skincare ingredients, just because it is amazing for reducing redness caused by acne, but also caused by rosacea. So if you have any of that, that's going to be amazing for you. And also, it's a little bit anti-aging, so it's going to give you a little bit of that reducing wrinkles and fine lines, but also it's going to what else is it going to do? Wait, hold up. Is that it? No, I'm sure there's more. And it's just overall really amazing. And lastly, I see perfume. Honestly, Neutrogena, at this point, I'm not even shocked by you because you honestly put perfume in all skincare. I am pressed. You guys know I'm basically tired at this point of saying it. I am tired.
Imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are of it.
But fragrance is actually very irritating and sensitizing for your skin, so really you should avoid it at most. At least Neutrogena had the decency of putting a fragrance that is nice, because sometimes other brands just put fragrance that is not even nice to smell, and I'm like, what is the point of putting a fragrance that is not nice? What's not clicking? Make it make sense. Anyways, you guys, apart from perfume, the rest of the ingredient list is just containing very moisturizing and hydrating ingredients. So apart from fragrance, I'm actually really kind of liking the ingredient list of this serum. The ingredient list for the Hydra Boost Water Gel Cream wasn't that nice just because it was containing a lot of dimethicones. So it could have been a little bit pore clogging for some people. But this has the kind of like the same consistency as same purpose. However, the ingredient list is 10 times better. So honestly, I'm gonna go on a leap of faith here, even though I haven't tested this out yet, but I would prefer this to the water cream gel. But still, it's very much way too early to give any judgment just yet, so you guys definitely keep on watching. Hi guys, so it's day 4. This is what my skin is looking like. I mean, I don't think it's that much brighter. I don't think I'm seeing that much of a difference, maybe just a little tiniest amount. But anyways, as you can see, I'm already wearing some serums, and speaking of serums, as I'm applying this serum, I will give you a little tip and a little secret. So you guys, as you know, this contains vitamin E, but however, it's not one of the best antioxidants out there. The strongest, as you guys might know, is actually vitamin C. However, vitamin C can be very difficult to work with because she is really known for being unstable. She is really a diva, but there is actually a trick to make it work a lot better. Basically, when applying your vitamin C's, if you add another antioxidant to this, so might it be a vitamin E, a resveratrol, a ferulic acid, whatever it might be, the vitamin C and the other antioxidants will form bonds and actually work together and cooperate, and they will actually be 3 times more effective, not double. And vitamin C especially loves vitamin E, so this will be a great combo. And you guys, if I have to be honest, I feel like it's a lot better than just using this on its own, so maybe that is why I'm seeing this more brightening and this better looking skin effect, because of this bond that the vitamin C and vitamin E are creating with the serum. But anyways, you guys, another thing I want to say is my skin is definitely feeling hydrated. The dryness that I was experiencing at the beginning of this video this week is really going down very quickly. Okay, you guys, so it's day 6. This is what my skin looks like. As you can see, it is very moisturized and hydrated. However, I haven't told you guys everything that I've experienced throughout this week. Therefore, you definitely need to keep on watching for my final thoughts, because there are some really important things that you should know. Hi. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Yes, so here we are with my final thoughts and results with this serum. First of all, I just have to let it out. I was amazed by how much I ended up liking this. When I first started this experiment, I did not think, not for a chance, that I would have actually fallen in love with this so much. Sorry, give us a little bit of privacy, just 1 second. You guys, oh my god, I have an announcement. We're getting married! Save the date, June 1st at the Plaza. June wedding is gonna be amazing. Bring your +1. But anyways, I'm so sorry. Focus, Mateo. Why do I actually love this? That is because, first of all, it delivers so much hydration. I feel like this is just amazing for when sometimes you're a little bit, you know, excessive with the actives, and so your skin gets really dehydrated and also irritated. Therefore, you have to go back to the basics, which is literally just your moisturizer and moisturizing ingredients. For me, that's the hyaluronic acid serum. Well, this, I feel like could come in really handy when that time comes, because this also contains hyaluronic acid, so it's a humectant. Therefore, it's actually going to draw the moisture from the air into your skin and just lock it in and keep it there. If, however, you put a moisturizer on top of this, that is crucial. Please always remember after using this to always put a moisturizer on top, because if you don't, that moisture will actually be drawn out of your skin and then make it even more dehydrated. So that's a no-no, babes. But then another thing that I also like is the ingredient list, because this is a just This contains niacinamide, arginine, vitamin E, and now I feel like this is an amazing beginning point for someone who doesn't know what they're doing with skincare just yet. They wouldn't know what a niacinamide does, what a vitamin E does, what arginine does. Therefore, this just has it all in there. It's a really simple solution. You just apply it on. It's not that difficult at all. So we also have to give points for it being beginner friendly, because we have to remember that not everyone is crazy about skincare like I am, and possibly you that you're watching. And lastly, the third and final thing that made me fall in love with this before I move on to talking about the negatives, so being Miss Petty that I am, this is an amazing serum topper. Now, you know I coined the phrase moisturizer topper. That is copyrighted, so don't you dare use it. I mean, you can use it if you are random, but if you're not, you can't, because my lawyers will come and get you. A serum topper is basically the exact same thing. So, you know how you can layer your serums. For example, for me in the morning, I like to use a vitamin C. I then like to apply a resveratrol, and then lastly, I would go in with this because it's also moisturizing to give me that added zhuzh, the added moisture. And so really, this is amazing to put at the end before your moisturizer to just bang your skin with the moisture for the day. On top of that, the fact that this contains vitamin E, that's also amazing, because in the morning, if you're a good girl and you studied and you do what you're supposed to do, I'm guessing you're applying a vitamin C in your morning routine. So actually, if you didn't know, vitamin C is quite unstable and also irritating. So to really get the most benefit out of your vitamin C, what experts and dermatologists suggest is actually to combine your vitamin C with another antioxidant. So it's really gonna stabilize the solution and actually work 3 times more powerful. And vitamin C actually loves vitamin E. So honestly, it's just a win-win. On top of that, as I mentioned before, vitamin C could also be like a very strong and irritating ingredient. So this also being hydrating and moisturizing is also gonna help you a little bit with that. Do you see now why I wanna marry this? Do you see? And now moving on to being Miss Petty, let me put on my pettiness hat. I mean, I already have a hat, but let's just, the figurative hat of pettiness. There we go. The first thing that I don't like Neutrogena is that this contains vitamin E. Okay, so I know that this is a little bit contradictory, but hear me out. So as I was mentioning before, this would be an amazing starting point for a beginner who's just getting into skincare. However, vitamin E is not the best antioxidant out there. So really, if we're just maintaining that perspective of being a beginner, he wouldn't know what a vitamin C is. I would have preferred if you maybe Neutrogena included some vitamin C in this as well of a vitamin E. The strongest antioxidant that we know of is actually vitamin C. Then there is resveratrol and ferulic acid, and then there is vitamin E. So as you can see, this is not the first in line for the throne of antioxidantness, protectionness. For someone who doesn't know what they're doing, just relying solely on a vitamin E wouldn't be enough protection throughout the day. So really, this is not technically a negative, it's more so just like a tip, a hint. And now moving on to the real negatives though, because Neutrogena, I've been quite kind with this review. Well, I mean, this product is amazing, but now I'm gonna drag you. I'm not necessarily gonna drag you for the product or anything, because as I said, I just love the formula and everything apart from the perfume. We'll talk about that. Don't you think that slid under the rug, because that is not the case, Neutrogena. Nothing comes unchecked. Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
But anyways, what I wanted to say is that Neutrogena, I don't see on the packaging, not even on the box that comes with this, that you say this is a morning serum. And now mind you, I know that some people use antioxidants in their nighttime routine and they don't use them in the morning routine. However, traditionally, most people use retinols in the night and then antioxidants in the morning. And I mean, both of them are totally fine. What I'm saying is that the issue comes when someone is using a retinol at night and they don't necessarily know that they maybe can't mix a vitamin E with retinol, or maybe they didn't know that this contains vitamin E in it because it actually doesn't say, then the problem is that actually retinols and antioxidants don't mesh well together. They can actually irritate your skin a lot. So really, this is just dangerous if that were to happen. And on top of that, another reason why I would personally use this in the morning is because antioxidants actually give you that added protection from free radicals that are in the air floating from pollution if you maybe live in a really polluted area, or also antioxidants bind with your sunscreen because you have to wear sunscreen throughout the day. They basically bind together, they get into a relationship, and they're just stronger together. So really, this is why I would use it in the morning. So I would have really appreciated, Neutrogena, for you to at least say somewhere that recommended use would be in the morning. And lastly, Neutrogena, the time has come. Would it honestly be a Matt Randon video if I wasn't talking about perfume and fragrance in my skincare? In classic Matt Randon fashion, I'ma start bashing you for that. Neutrogena, honestly, at this point, I reviewed a few of your products and I just know that you're a fragrance girl. You just love to smell like a hooker in a highway, just like they're leaving a trail of fragrance. You know what I'm talking about. But girl, I mean, why would I need a fragrance in my serums? Like, that just does not make sense to me. Because I mean, hear me out. After a serum, you apply your moisturizers, and most moisturizers nowadays contain fragrance. So really, the fragrance of a serum would just get masked and just overthrown and overpowered by the fragrance in the moisturizer. So really, what is just the point? I wouldn't even be able to smell this. For anyone wondering, I know not my randoms already know and they're probably fed up, but for anyone new watching this video and they maybe don't know why fragrance is actually bad, that is because fragrance actually irritates and dehydrates and also sensitizing your skin. So really, there's no added benefit for having fragrance apart from the experience and smelling nice. I mean, if you want to smell nice, as I always say, wear perfume. Honestly, it's just the easy like that. Anyways, guys, now that I've given you my positives and my negatives, I feel like it's time as the video to know, Mateo, will you use this in your skincare routine after this experiment this week is over? And the answer to the question, my dear, is I do, and I promise to love you forever until death do us part. Honestly, just by putting a tally and a chart, the ingredient list is up there. It's honestly amazing. On top of that, it moisturizes and hydrates and it leaves your skin just looking so plump, glowy, just amazing. I actually have it on top of right here. I mean, I am wearing a little bit of highlighter. I know, but still, look how glowy is my skin. And so you guys, for anyone wondering where I bought this from, it goes without saying that I bought this on Amazon because y'all know this girl does not like to leave her house. She is scared of the sun because the sun is the devil. So actually, I bought this on Amazon for 1337 Royal British pounds. And this is for actually 30 mls. So honestly, doing the math, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, almost 5, even more if you don't use as much as I was using. So honestly, guys, I feel like it's worth your money. So as always, your girl has got you covered. If you want to go buy it, then I actually found the cheapest product listing that I could find on Amazon US and Amazon UK, and I linked it down below in the pinned comment. Anyways, girl, if you're still watching, could I actually have just 1 minute of your time and just kindly ask you to actually sign this form where you basically just commit yourself to me? All you need to do is actually subscribe and turn the bell icon so you don't miss any of the uploads, because sis, what you will be gaining out of this is actually a lot of knowledge from skincare. So if you want to learn more what your skin wants, needs, and didn't know it needed, if you're concerned about acne, girl, hello, look, we have that. Wrinkles, I'm 20, they're starting to appear, unfortunately. So if you are concerned about wrinkles too and aging, girl, this is what we're all here for. We don't spam, and we would love to have you here. But anyways, for my randoms watching, y'all know what time of the video it is now. It's time for the Italian word of the video. And since this video was all about this Hydra Boost Supercharged Serum, then the Italian word of the video is actually going to be carica, which is charge in English. But ma'am, miss, sir, excuse me, boy, if you thought you were just about to click off this video, I mean, so rightfully so, because this video is kind of ending. However, instead of just clicking another random video that you might have spotted that might have caught your attention, why don't you, and this is just a suggestion, watch one of these two videos, because they will be just as entertaining, just as informative. Why don't we bond a little more? So just honestly watch one of them. But oh, remember to be random and always be random. Yes.